Who you stay with shapes you. Have you ever noticed this? Spend enough time with complainers and you start complaining too. Spend time with hardworking people and suddenly you feel motivated. Why does that happen? Because slowly, without realizing it, we become like the people around us. This is the story of a boy who learned that his future depended not on his talent, but on the friends he chose. Aarav was a cheerful 14-year-old boy who had just entered Class 8 in a new school. He loved drawing, football, and making people laugh. At first, Aarav spent time with hardworking and respectful classmates. They completed homework on time, helped each other, and stayed positive. But after a few weeks, Aarav started sitting with another group of boys who were considered cool. They mocked teachers, laughed at other students, skipped assignments, and constantly complained about everything. Aarav wanted one thing badly: to fit in. He wanted the new group to like him. He loved the attention and laughter they gave him. Slowly, he began copying them without realizing it. He stopped greeting teachers politely. He complained more at home. His grades started dropping. Even his parents noticed he had become more irritable and negative. One day, Aarav's art teacher announced a school poster competition. Earlier, Aarav would have been excited, but now his friends laughed. Art competitions are boring. Only nerds participate. Aarav felt confused. Inside, he still loved art, but he was scared his friends would make fun of him. That evening, Aarav visited his grandfather, who owned a small perfume shop. As Aarav entered, the room smelled wonderful. His grandfather smiled and asked, "Do you notice something?" "The shop smells amazing," Aarav replied. His grandfather picked up 2 cloth pieces. One had been kept near perfume bottles, the other near old fish packed for delivery to the nearby market. "Touch them," he said. Aarav did. One smelled fresh and pleasant, the other smelled terrible. "But I didn't put perfume or fish on them," Aarav said. His grandfather smiled gently. "You don't have to touch something to be affected by it. Environment works quietly." Then he looked into Aarav's eyes and added, "Stay around negative people long enough and negativity enters your thinking. Stay around grateful and hardworking people and their habits slowly become yours." Aarav listened silently. His grandfather continued, "There's a saying, you become the average of the 4 or 5 people you spend the most time with. Look carefully at your circle, Aarav, because your future is hiding inside it." Those words stayed in Aarav's mind all night. The next day in school, Aarav quietly observed his friends during lunch. His cool group was insulting another student and making fun of teachers again. Meanwhile, across the classroom, the students he once sat with were discussing ideas for the art competition, helping each other, and laughing positively. For the first time, Aarav understood something important. People slowly shape your mindset, habits, and future. Not suddenly, quietly. That afternoon, Aarav made a difficult decision. He walked away from the negative group and joined the students preparing for the competition. Some boys laughed at him, but Aarav ignored them. Weeks later, Aarav won second prize in the art competition. More importantly, he felt happier again. He smiled more, complained less, started improving in studies, and once again became the kind and creative boy he used to be. One evening, his father asked, "What changed you?" Aarav smiled and replied, "I changed the people around me, and slowly I changed myself too." Environment shapes you, even when you don't notice it. You become the average of the 4 or 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose friends who inspire growth, positivity, gratitude, and hard work, because the company you keep quietly creates the person you become.